In this lesson, you'll learn how to track down a 5-volt reference voltage circuit that looks normal when unloaded, but drops only when the sensors or loads are reconnected. We'll cover symptoms, circuit logic, physical tests, common mistakes, and a proven diagnostic test path. A 5V reference circuit can measure a perfect 5 volts at the connector with all sensors unplugged. However, once you reconnect the sensor, a hidden wiring or fuse fault may cause the voltage to drop far below normal. That's because some faults only reveal themselves while current is flowing. Simply measuring voltage with no load can miss the problem entirely. The ECU monitors sensor signals, comparing them against reference and ground. But if the 5-volt reference itself is weak under load, many sensors may show plausible but incorrect values. The ECU might not immediately flag a reference fault, instead setting DTCs for any affected sensor. Plausibility logic sometimes catches the mismatch between related sensors, increasing suspicion the reference is unstable. To prove a reference voltage fault that only appears under load, test the circuit both with sensors disconnected and with them connected. At the sensor connector, measure between the 5-volt reference and ground pins. If voltage drops well below 5 volts only when connected, you've found confirmation of high resistance in the feed. This loaded voltage test exposes faults that a simple continuity or unloaded voltage test will always miss. With a loaded voltage drop confirmed, compare reference voltage across different sensors and branches. Identify if multiple sensors are affected, which points to a shared 5V supply issue upstream. Use the measured drop and comparison of affected versus unaffected circuits to eliminate sensors as causes and focus on the reference circuit, wiring, or ECU power supply. A common mistake is to measure 5-volt reference with nothing connected, see a normal value, and assume the circuit is fine. A continuity test might also pass, yet the wiring can still cause voltage drop under load. Always recreate the true circuit conditions when testing. Never decide on a repair from an unloaded or continuity-only result. Only a loaded voltage test can truly confirm a 5-volt reference problem. Always compare loaded and unloaded readings, isolate affected branches, and avoid making decisions from a single clue. Following this workflow leads you to the real root cause, not just a guess. Remember, in any reference voltage diagnosis, the loaded circuit test separates real faults from misleading clues. For more in-depth diagnostic lessons, subscribe and stay curious.